Hello, welcome, beauty. You won't find better prices elsewhere.
Hi.
I want to chop her up.
Choose enough salads, please.
Right away. Thank you for your purchase. My name is George Zanoff, the local butcher. I own a shop called Zanoff's Kitchen on this bustling street. I killed someone when I was 15. It was the most euphoric moment of my life. She was a classmate I was in love with. I dismembered her and received 20 years in prison. For 2 long decades, I cursed my very existence. 3 years after my release, I visited my parents, and the last thing they said to me was, "You should have never been born." I still feel the urge to chop up beautiful women, especially if I fall in love with them. That urge is almost impossible to suppress, so my only choice is to live in solitude. As I chop meat, I fantasize that the beautiful girl from earlier is the one I'm cutting. Honestly, why am I like this? I'm satisfied with the life I'm leading. I plan to continue living quietly like this for the rest of my days. At least, that's what I thought. Until one rainy night. It was pouring outside, and I decided to close up early. That's when I found a little girl squatting in front of my shop. She was shivering from the cold. I couldn't just abandon her, so I invited her inside. I let her take a warm bath. While cooking, I found myself thinking about the bruises on her body. There were so many. I felt bad for her.
Mister.
Huh?
Clothes.
She called out to me. It seemed I had forgotten to give her something to wear. I apologized, explaining
Not
that the
at all.
only clothes I
Thank
had were
you.
mine, and they were far too big for her, hanging loosely on her small frame. While cooking, I asked the child for her name.
Alice.
Her name was Alice. What a pretty name. I introduced myself, then asked if she liked meat. Her eyes sparkled and she eagerly nodded. She was in luck. I had cooked hamburger steak that day. I placed the meal on the table along with a warm drink. I warned her to eat carefully since it was freshly made. She looked very happy, almost in awe of the food in front of her. I like children. Their presence allows me to forget my evil nature. As I watched her eat, she smiled
yummy.
widely and told me the food was delicious. I was glad to hear it. I asked her how old she was.
8.
8 years old. I told her that I was 38.
Wow. Mister is a grown-up. You're 10 years more grown-up than Mama.
Her smile faded when she mentioned her mother. So I told her that she could stay the night, but she would need to go home tomorrow, because her mother must be worried sick for her.
She is not.
Then I asked about her father.
I don't have a papa. And Mama always tells me, you should have never been born.
I remembered what my mother once told me. We had both experienced those same words, but the difference was, I deserved it. This child had done nothing wrong. I tried to cheer her up. I told her it wasn't true, because I was glad to have met her. I thanked her for being born. I was lonely, and I wanted to change. I wanted to be good. So I told her she could stay here as long as she liked.
Thank you, Mister.
And so began my new daily life. Early in the morning, we went to a local clothing store.
My, Mr. Zanoff, welcome. And who might this cute customer be?
I introduced Alice as my niece. I gently urged her
Hello.
to introduce herself, but she was shy and hid behind me. I told the shopkeeper we were looking for clothes that would suit her. She smiled and said she had just the thing. She picked out a dress and let Alice try it on. We were both in awe. It suited her perfectly. I decided to buy it for her and added a hairpin with a flower on it. Rather than exposing Alice to the dark urge inside me, I wanted to try something normal for once. Maybe the gesture was sincere, something that came naturally from me. Even so, I know I am not normal. Whatever the case, I simply want to be human.
A hairpin.
I complimented her and told her it looked great on her. I explained that I chose that design because the flower on the hairpin is called an iris. It sounds similar to Alice, and in the language of flowers, the iris means love, and you are my treasure. I told her this and smiled. She didn't say anything, she just hugged me. It startled me. I gently patted her head. My daily life has completely changed. I work in the morning, and after my shift, I prepare our dinner.
Oh,
The
welcome
once
back,
empty room I used to
mister.
come home to
Hey,
now
look
greets
here.
me with
Look
warmth.
here. I drew you.
Seeing her drawing makes me truly happy. Without thinking, I thanked her for drawing me.
You're welcome.
She ran toward me and hugged
I
me.
love you, mister.
I gently patted her head and asked what she wanted for dinner. It seemed she wanted hamburger steak again. What is this feeling? I want to protect this child. I want to shield her from all the sadness in this world. Is this what they call love? Later that night, while we were sleeping peacefully side by side, I had a dream. A terrible dream. In it, Alice was dismembered. Each of her body parts hung from hooks, and her head was surrounded by iris flowers. It was gruesome. I woke up immediately, trembling not from fear, but from the urge. That disgusting, dark urge. I looked at Alice, still sleeping quietly beside me. My heart began to race. Soft skin, a small backbone, tender organs. I can do it. Everything is within my grasp. My mind was overwhelmed by these thoughts. I was barely holding on to my sanity. I couldn't let myself slip. I gently woke Alice and told her to get up and wash her face. I said we were going for a walk in the park, but that was a lie. I was taking her to the police to protect her from me.
Mister, let's draw pictures together when we get home. Pictures.
I nodded and told her we would.
This time, Mister should draw me.
I said I wasn't good at drawing, so not to expect much.
It's okay if you suck. It's a promise.
I'm sorry, Alice. You're not going back to my place anymore. While we were walking through the park, it started to rain. I hadn't expected this. We should have brought an umbrella.
Alice doesn't need an umbrella. Because it's not cold anymore. Even if the rain is falling, I feel super warm. When I'm with Mister, it's always warm.
She said that to me with a big smile on her face.
Alice?
Someone called out from behind us. It was
Oh,
the beautiful
you're that-
woman who had bought a
You're
salad.
that store owner.
When Alice saw her, she began to shiver. It seemed she was her mother.
Alice, I have been looking for you. Come here, right now.
No, I don't wanna.
What have you done to my child? You pervert.
Stop. Don't talk bad about Mister. Mama, you idiot.
Alice shouted at her mother, and her words made the woman flinch. I couldn't help but tear up. Even though Alice was scared, she still tried to protect me. I explained to her mother that I found Alice squatting in the rain in front of my shop. That was why I gave her shelter. We had grown attached over time, and I simply let her stay until she wanted to go home. I bowed deeply and sincerely apologized for making her worry. I looked at Alice and saw her crying. I gently tried to comfort her and told her to be a good girl and go back with her mama. I watched as they walked away together. Alice was still crying. I stood there in the rain a little longer, crying. This is for the best. Alice is not safe with me. Alice, I hope you find happiness.
What? Ouch.
You, stupid little bitch. Do you have any idea how worried I was?
I'm sorry, Ack.
Why do you always... What's wrong with you? Alice, I love you. Sorry I am such an awful mama. Please come home. I won't hit you anymore. Don't leave me alone. I woke up, confused and disoriented. Where am I? Then I saw him, that man, the store owner from earlier, his massive frame casting a shadow over me. He was breathing heavily, like some kind of wild animal. In his hand was a knife. A chill ran down my spine. I tried to move, but I couldn't. That's when I noticed the cold bite of metal on my skin. My wrists and ankles were chained to something. I couldn't move at all. He took 4 of my fingers in his grip. Without a word, he brought the knife down. The steel touched my skin and sliced. Agonizing pain exploded through my entire body as he began to chop. I felt the blade grinding through the flesh, cracking against the bone. I screamed so hard my voice broke. My eyes rolled back from the pain, but he didn't stop. He kept cutting, slowly, precisely, until the bone gave way.
The tenderness of the meat. The hardness of the bone. The heat that creeps up the tip of my knife. Life at its finest. This is what I love. Yet why does it feel like the worst? I can't help but laugh and continue. Her screams grow louder and louder. Yet no one hears her. Not even Alice, who is sleeping peacefully upstairs. I can't even tell if I'm happy or sad. It feels like I'm in a dream. Isn't this just a dream? It's hopeless. I can't even think.
Huh? Mr. Zenuf? Something the matter? Coming here at this hour?
I have killed a person.
What?
You see, a while ago I kidnapped this little girl. Her mother made a real fuss, saying she wanted her child back. So I killed her. I left the scene of the murder as it was. Please put the girl under police protection.
Our next story. A male grocery store owner kidnapped a primary school girl and murdered her mother. During his confession of the murder method, the suspect described that he cut the victim into pieces while she was alive.
Yes, he and the girl came here together to buy clothes. They seemed to get along very well. I can't believe it. He was such a nice person.
All those interviewed, residents of the neighborhood, believed the suspect to be a very good man and that there had been a mistake.
Child abduction, confinement, murder, corpse mutilation. The same offenses as when I was 15 years old. My sentence was the death penalty. The public dubbed me the Butcher, since I'm a killer who dismembers his victims. The last thing I saw on Alice's face was the look of someone robbed of her family. We should have never met. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mother.
When I'm with Mister, it's always warm.
I felt the same. It was the first time I had ever known such a feeling. Thank you, Alice. Now I am ready to die at any moment.
This time, Mister should draw me. It's a promise.
I remembered something. I called for the warden and asked for some paper and a pencil.
Hold on.
I tried to draw for the first time. Geez, what is this? If she saw this, she'd definitely get mad. Oh well, I promised after all. I kept drawing and drawing. At first my hands were clumsy, the lines were shaky, but I didn't stop. Each day I practiced alone in this cell. Till years passed. Tomorrow is my last day.
Hey, come out. You have a visitor. A woman named Alice. She's already inside. We've made an exception this time. You can meet her.
I couldn't believe what I just heard. I would see Alice again? But she probably resents me. How should I face her? It was nerve-wracking walking through the hallway. I arrived at the visitation room, and there she was.
Mister, it's been so long.
Alice, all grown up now and beautiful. I couldn't help but cry. I thanked her for visiting. Then I told her how deeply I regretted everything I had done over the past decade. If only she had never met me.
Nonsense. I saw the picture you drew for me. I was so moved, and I thought I had to tell you something too. A lot of things have happened in my life. I've had my fair share of hardships. My life has probably deviated from the normal path. But even so, I'm so glad to have met you, mister. You taught me what love is. Thank you for being born.
She was crying while smiling as she said that. I broke down. No one had ever said something like that to me before. I thanked her. Truly. From the depths of my soul. We spent the remaining time talking about her happy memories, about how life had changed for her.
I want to hear about you too, mister.
I didn't tell her I would die tomorrow. Instead, I smiled and said that my happiest moment was when she showed me the joy of drawing. She got shy and insisted she didn't do anything. But to me, it saved me.
It's time.
Okay.
See you again, mister. I'll draw your picture next time.
Thanks. I look forward to it. Take care.
Mr. Zanoff, that was great, wasn't it?
Yes, thank you very much.
Is there something you want to eat?
I'd like hamburger steak.
All right,